Hi guys, and welcome to the Euro Car Show. Today we're going to talk about the brand new Lexus CT 200h. By brand new I mean, well, it's a facelift. So let's see what's changed and what's not. At first I wanted to do something like a comparison between the previous generation, which I had a year ago, and this one, which I have now. But I said to myself, you know what, let's start over. Let's talk about the car a bit more in depth and see what's what. So as I said, this is the CT model with the 200h powertrain, which means this car has a 1.8 liter engine. Of course it's petrol, it's hybrid as well, so it has an electric motor. This is front wheel drive, it has the CVT gearbox, and performance wise I want to get it out of the way. We're talking about 136 horsepower with maximum output, which means, you know, electric and petrol combined. Fuel consumption wise, this car was advertised at around 4 liters per 100 kilometers, which, well, I haven't really driven the car out of the city. I've mostly driven it in town, in Brussels, in, well, as some of you might know, huge traffic, like very dense traffic, and I've averaged about 7 liters or so per 100 kilometers, which honestly, with my type of driving, which is, let's say, a bit more aggressive, not really aggressive, but you know, I'm not gonna try to be the most economical I can be, because let's be honest, again, this is not something most of you will do. You're not gonna be driving your car like super carefully to try to average as little as possible. So why should I? Just for the sake of telling you a lower number? I don't think it's fair, and yes, that's my number, that's what I average, so that's what I'm giving you. That being said, I wanted to now move on to the interior, since I'm in the interior, and I wanted to tell you, well, it's a pretty nice interior. It does have a lot of plastic, but then again, so does a Golf, so does an A3, so yeah. And this car is priced pretty similarly with the Golf and the other competitors. And honestly, the finish is decent, and you get some leather. You get this leather wrap steering wheel. You have some leather here above the dashboard. I mean, honestly, it's not bad for around 20,000 euros. It's really not bad. But then again, I just got out the LC 500. So it takes a bit of time to adjust to the difference. Besides that, tech-wise, this car has, well, you know, all the usuals: infotainment, heated seats, pretty decent sound system, you know, all the basics nowadays. It's funny because in the more expensive Lexus, such as the, I don't know, the GS, for example, you get that, like, touchpad kind of situation, and in the SUVs you get like a mouse pad kind of situation. Here you get like a very similar to what Audi and BMW uses, like this round knob, and well, it's actually very easy to use, maybe more simplistic and more common, so it's not a bad thing. I think maybe they should adapt that to bigger, like more expensive models, but that's, again, the others aren't that bad once you get used to it. So it's really a matter of, you know what, it's very subjective in the end. Now honestly, I'm not gonna make a very long video because, as I was saying, I already did the review with the previous model and there isn't much change. There's like the tail lights on the outside, you know, it's a refresh, it's not a new model, so I don't really want to do it all over again just to say the same things. So if you're interested in a more in-depth review, you're always welcome to check out well, my video with the CT 200h from 2017. And I really wanted to go over all that pretty quickly, because since I already did a review on the model, even though it was a previous model and that's a facelift again, yes, it's again pretty much the same car. And what I wanted to talk about was not the police, definitely not the police. So what I wanted to talk about was what this car could be. Because honestly, well, the gearbox is great for city cruising, and in general, you know, it's comfy, it's smooth, and so on. And the engine, it moves in the city. Again, you don't really feel like this is a 130 something horsepower car, mostly because of the gearbox, I guess, and the delivery. It's just not that performance oriented, though it has like a sports mode and it does make a difference. But yeah, this is not a sports car. In case you didn't know that, this is a hatchback, and since this is a hatchback, it's supposed to be practical, and practical it is. I mean, you can fit 4 to 5 people, not so comfortably, let's be honest, but that's with most cars and most people nowadays. Luggage wise, it's obviously smaller than a Golf because you have the batteries and so on in the back. So yeah, it's maybe more compromised space wise than a Golf or an A3, but it makes up in the fact that this car is very agile, like surprisingly agile. And that got me to think about something. Imagine, I mean, just imagine if this car came with like a 2-liter turbocharged petrol engine like they have in the RC200T and all those 200T cars from Lexus. Like what, we're talking around 250 horsepower, maybe less. Like an 8-speed gearbox and bigger wheels, like a sportier, maybe an adaptive suspension, a sportier, you know, something like they did that with the Yaris GRMN, with, you know, that limited edition, which I'm probably not getting sadly, but they did that with the manual gearbox. They did that with the supercharged 1.8-liter engine, which sounds amazing. And these cars, you know, I've seen many great reviews about the car, and I'm wondering, why don't you do that with the CT? It looks better. Like, the design is far better than the Yaris, in my opinion at least, and it has so much potential. This didn't came with like the F-Sport bag and anything. I mean, imagine it with bigger wheels and like a more aggressive finish on the outside, you know, sportier trim on the inside. This car could be something really cool, you know. I mean, this is something Lexus could think about, you know. Maybe there's a market for that. Honestly, I love minis because they're awesome to drive and so on. This could be it, you know. This could be like a mini from Lexus, you know, something really fun, which can also be practical, small and light and so on. So yeah, you should think about that Lexus. In case maybe like someone watches me, which they probably don't, but that's fine. I'm probably just my mom watching this review, that's fine. That being said, that's gonna be it for today. I didn't want to make it long, so I'm not making it any longer than it already is, which I don't know how long it is because I cannot see that because of the sun. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want more information, feel free to contact me, you know, leaving a comment or sending me a message on Instagram or Facebook or anything you want. I'm always available to answer, so please do so. And I'm really curious what you guys think about the idea of them making like a CTF kind of car. That would be awesome, in my opinion. I think it would be they have like the basis to do it, so why not? Also, don't forget to leave a like, it helps, you know, and also subscribe, that would be cool. It's free, it's fun, it's just clicking a button and then you get all my videos for free for life, which sounds like a good deal, doesn't it? It does. So subscribe. Ciao.